guys, we got a package in today. Oh, we finally got this seat. Let's get over to Gabe's and get this thing in the car because I'm excited. All right, sick. We made it to the garage. Gabe and Kellen aren't here right now. They went with Gabe's dad to go pick up a welding table. But right now, I need to take out some of the mounting hardware from Gabe's seat because I totally forgot to order mounting hardware with this to mount the actual seat to the bracket. So I'm gonna take some bolts off of there. We're gonna take them over to Lowe's, and then we're just gonna try and find some bolts that'll work to keep it secured for now. And then maybe later on, if I feel like it, I might get the actual hardware, but chances are I'm probably not. I'm probably just gonna run with this Lowe's hardware forever. All right, so I went to go take one of the bolts out of Gabe's seat, and I noticed his front bolt is finger tight. Gabe, get your shit together. So Gabe and Kellen just showed up with the welding table. It's a bit bigger than I expected.
It's a bit bigger than we all expected.
The man said this is like a 12-foot table.
12 by 4.
12 by 4. Dang. And it's even got like a perfect right angle already built into it. We're gonna be able to do some actual proper welding on this, I think. Oop, fuck. The seat. No, not the seat! But yeah, sounds like we're gonna put this over in that corner where all that nasty junk is. All right, we got the welding table in. We just have some heaters set up on it right now to let it dry off a little bit more since it was out in the rain. But oh my gosh, this thing, it takes up almost like the entire back wall of the garage. This thing is so big. I'm so excited to get welding on this thing. Fucking nasty ass. All right, we're heading over to Lowe's. Hopefully we can find some hardware for this seat. Mission accomplished. All right, so first thing we gotta do, we gotta get this original seat out. There's just 2 bolts in the back and 2 bolts in the front. They're just a 16 mil, and they should be pretty easy to get out. Very important. I just remembered this. When you go to take these seats out, you're definitely gonna wanna disconnect the battery because you do not want the airbags in these seats to go off. I'm pretty sure these have airbags in them at least. Actually, okay, so this car doesn't have airbags in the seat, but you'll wanna make sure if your car does have airbags in the seat that you disconnect the battery so that these don't go off when you're taking out your seat. So once you get the seat all unbolted, you're gonna wanna get up underneath it, and there's gonna be one little connector sitting right back there that you'll just have to disconnect. And then once you get that disconnected, you should be able to just take it right out the car. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, this is why it's a shame to work in tight places. As I was bringing it out, I scraped the rail right along the side of the car. It's whatever. It was gonna get banged up eventually anyways. Now that I have the seat out though, I'm just gonna give this a quick little vacuum before we get the new seat in. All right, this has to be an OSHA violation.
Right there.
Why don't you have the clamp clamped to the table?
It won't.
It keeps falling off.
The vibration just takes it off.
What? Oh my god. I can't. So you got it off?
Yeah.
How straight is that cut though?
Look at the blade spot.
I don't know, let me be. I don't know about that. Were you trying to put the 14-degree angle in it? No.
God, the blade's all bent.
I have no faith in this bash bar whatsoever. I'm excited to see how it turns out though. Okay, fine. It's a test. All right, so now that I got this all cleaned up, we can get the bracket in, and then we can start figuring out positioning for my seat. So I'm gonna bolt this down, and then we'll lay the seat on top, and then I'm gonna just kind of sit in it and see how it feels. All right, so I've test fitted the seat a little bit. I've got it at a distance where I can reach the pedals pretty well. A couple things I'm noticing right now. There's only one hole that lines up in the front, so there's this one right up here that lines up, but none of the other ones do. So we're gonna have to drill some holes on that lower bracket. The other thing, it's leaning a little far back for my taste. I'm having a hard time like getting my arms up to the steering wheel in like a nice position. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna raise this rear one up to the middle one, and then I'm gonna lower this front one down to the middle one so it's just kind of even all the way across. All right, so I got the side brackets adjusted. The actual seating position itself is feeling a lot better, but now I'm noticing that my feet, I'm just a little too far away from the pedals. So I'm gonna try and move this up one notch and try and get both these bolted up in the front, and then we'll go from there. All right, so I moved this up one more notch on either side. And honestly, it's sitting in. Yeah, this feels a lot better. Of course, my arms are short, so I can't quite get my wrist up to the steering wheel yet, but I imagine once I get a actual steering wheel with like a quick release and everything, that'll probably fix that. So now, all that's left to do is to get these back bolts in. So it looks like this side might actually line up with one of the notches, but on this side, absolutely nothing lines up. So we're gonna have to drill a hole on this side. I'm gonna get this one in though, see how everything's oriented, and then we'll get to drilling this side out. All right, I lied. This side barely just does not fit. So I'm gonna end up having to drill a hole on this side and then a hole on this side. All right, so to mark where I need to drill these back holes, all I did was I grabbed an Allen wrench and I just got back in the slot and I just scratched up where it's gonna sit on this. You ideally would use like a paint pen or something and then like paint the end of the bolt and then push it through so you can just get like a perfect dot, but we don't have a paint pen or anything. So this is the next best thing. Hey. All right, so I disconnected the side brackets and everything from the seat. And as you can see, we got our little scratch marks on either side, so now we know exactly where to drill. All right, so I got the holes drilled out. I ended up just putting the side brackets on and then kind of using them as a guide to make sure that I was getting the holes in the right place. But now let's bolt this all up together and then let's get the seat on and see if everything actually fits. All right, sick, got it all bolted up. I left them all loose just so I can adjust these for when I go to put the seat on. But now we're gonna do just that. And we're gonna fit this up to the seat. All right, I got everything fitted up to the seat, tightened everything down, and thankfully everything lined up absolutely perfectly. So now all that's left to do is to bolt this thing down to the floor. All right, the seat is finally all bolted in. It's completely solid. And I lied, there's actually one more crucial thing that I almost forgot, and that's the seat belt. I did make a little bit of a boo-boo taking this off because I was just kind of hastily doing it. I ended up just like cutting this all open, and then once I got it out, I just snipped a wire that was connected to it. And turns out that's the wire that tells the car that your seatbelt is buckled. So there's gonna be a permanent light on my dash, but honestly, I couldn't give two shits. I just want to get this done. What do you think? It's pretty far up, isn't it? What can I say? I got short legs. Right? I was debating on like rerouting like the seatbelt and stuff like through the holes and all that, but for now I think I'm just gonna leave it as is.
Your seatbelt's in such a like easier spot than mine too.
What was?
Your seatbelt.
Oh yeah?
Because like mine's like tucked under the seat, so I have to grab it every time.
Oh, gotcha. But now that I have the seatbelt in and everything's finally installed, oh, I can finally do what I've been waiting to do. Oh, here, wait, I'm gonna get in here for this. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That was well worth the wait. Overall, I'm super happy with the seat. The installation process was actually pretty straightforward. Besides having to drill those couple holes, it was pretty easy overall. I'm just super happy to finally have a seat in this car. Like, this car is just starting to come together so fast, and it's been crazy seeing it progress from when I first got it. I think that's gonna end this video though, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed. I hope y'all have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next one.